Still don't know a 10 and ain't a soul that's gonna take from me. I done life be fairy tale, they be make believe. If I tell her I'll be right back, yeah, she gon' wait for me. I love my every name from A to Z. Yeah, these got me. How the these mad at me cause I got rich? They mad at me cause these went broken, they need fix. They ain't give me nothing, I ain't giving no grown man. These handshakes getting weirder and weirder. Look at every man eye to eye, I don't fear them. These little that worse for them. I ain't buy my other the purse in a minute. I ain't take a pretty to Turks in a minute. I ain't put no in a minute. I ain't been on earth in a minute. I always talk to God, but I ain't been to church in a minute. Crosses on my pants, I'm a Christian for real. Vixens for real. At the end of it, I stand on business for real. Throw it like money over for real. I know how I feel to be the streets up. Bankroll kinda small, gotta beef it up. It's forever with us, we don't got it. I put it on your head, keep it up. 30,000 ones, 30 on me. Go around and make it. Keep on acting like you have emotion. You just in a way. Ain't never too far from this. I'm just a flight away. I seen trip and fall. I tie up they shoelaces. Young fly lip. Got rich on suitcases. Ain't slept.
The Trailblazers play before the hometown. Crowd here in downtown Portland, Oregon. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Spurs. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down. And run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Now here's White. Pass to Miller. From downtown, traps in the tray.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft. His three-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a wing.
Clinging with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Fable. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
And here are the Kings now. Ellis outside. They set the pick. Pass to Levine. Just 4 to shoot. For the 3. And Klingon pulls it down. And Richard, you look back, Zach LaVine has been one of those microwave-type players. He can get hot in a blink of an eye.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do about it. He can score from deep, multiple level score. When he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem. Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And the foul called on Brandon Miller.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Down low. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
One reason LaVine has been an all-star, Zach can be the playmaker or the scorer.
Miller outside. Inside. Klingen's shot is off.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
A main staple. Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Now here's LaVine. Pass to Murray. Back to LaVine. 5 on the clock. Driving in. Good on the shot. And that'll tie this game up.
What determination from LaVine, finding his finish despite the contact.
Miller outside. Picked by Williams. To the middle. Headshot off. Good D by Jones. To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Donovan Klingen.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Both free throws good for Miller.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Pass to Sabonis. Here's the drive. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
He just can't resist the urge to try and do something special, and it cost them 2 points.
Here's White. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Thibault. Just 5 to shoot. Miller with the ball. The 3. With the clock winding down. Portland moving the ball around. They get the rebound. Here's Klingen. Out to White. Now Thibault. Miller with a wide open look. It's good from long range. Miller's got 8 points.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. Rebound by Williams.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Miller outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
Monk outside. DeRozan in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Looking to end the run. And DeRozan throws it down.
DeRozan making his presence felt at the rim.
Russell looking it over. From the arc. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for Sacramento. It's a 5-point game.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Pass to Kamare. Russell with it. Back to Dunn. Vassell outside. To the paint. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
He's been working on his shot, and it's showing in Vassell's game.
It's DeRozan with the drive. And DeRozan throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Russell. No scoring in this one. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Jones. Screen by Jones. Levine. Scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 4.
18. The Kings. 14.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Portland.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First team foul.
RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. We're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you've played every team, you understand the defensive concept. You might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
Rebound by the Trailblazers. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Pass to Russell. Vassell wide open. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Vassell's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Right side, Levine. Shot clock at 5. Takes it inside. And it's blocked. Outside, Russell. Back to Kispert. Here's the 3. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. The Kings trailed by 8. Here's Murray. Rebounded by Kamare. Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for 3-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought.
Lets it go from deep, and Jones pulls it down.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Russell with a wide open look. No good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
To the inside. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Trailblazers leading by 11. Inside. And stolen by Murray. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game. It's beautiful. Fires from 18. Here's Yang, and he banks in the layup.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Russell left side. Here's Vassell. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Kings trailed by 7. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So both teams changing it up here. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to LaRavia. Good on the triple. LaRavia's got 5 now.
Not just a scorer. Monk is also a quality facilitator for this team.
Back to White. It's stolen by DeRozan. Oh, and here comes Monk all alone. And then Monk with the dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Here's Miller. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line.
First personal foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Kings.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Banked in off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, White. From the wing. Good. He hits the jump shot. Miller's got 4 this quarter.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
To the middle. Sabonis throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Brandon Miller.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
And they'll get another chance. 6 on the shot clock. Miller's got room. And it's good off the back rim and in. Miller's got 17.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's Monk. Williams with the block. Here's Miller. Pass to Thibault. Portland moving the ball around. Picked by Williams. Here's Miller. Sacramento grabs the miss.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Trailblazers lead by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Trailblazers leading by 3. White with it. Nothing on the board. Watson's shot is good.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Murray for three. Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
How about the playmaking ability of Murray? Outstanding dime in that screen and roll.
Pass to Watson. The tray. The shot comes out. The Kings trail by 4. It's Ellis on the wing. Knocked loose. Here's Yang. Oh, that's blocked. Now Miller. Out to White. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Miller outside. Lets it go from 14.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Pass to Sabonis. Lays it up off the glass. Sabonis has got 5 points so far.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside, White. Watson for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here's Laravia. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Kings shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They can usually get the job done there.
And he sinks the second. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Portland leading by 4. Here's Miller. And he elevates to the slam. Domantas Sabonis did not like that at all.
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Kings have shot 67% from the line tonight, going for 6. First free throw is good. Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Brandon Miller really making a difference here.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys inside the huddle, all right? The message from Coach is simple. Stop him.
So both teams making some changes here. And he makes both free throws. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Buckner. And stolen by Murray. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. And then Monk with the dunk.
And at the other end, Murray showing some great instincts, turning defense into offense.
Now, Vassell. Up top, Kispert. Sabonis with the steal. And up the court come the Kings on the break.
Just muscling through the contact. Levine is a flat-out star.
Knocks it loose. Drives to the hoop. And the jam by Levine.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Here's Russell. They can't stop the run with that one. The Kings leading. Monk outside. Back to Sabonis. Tries from 7. 4 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Portland trailing here. Miller surveying the floor. And it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
And here is Ellis.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the third. Pass to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Williams with the block. Here's Miller. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Tipped away. DeRozan with it. They set the pick. A shot off that time. Excellent D there from Williams. You know, RJ, we talk about DeMar DeRozan scoring, but he's also a terrific passer.
Yeah, his first couple years in the league, DeRozan averaged less than 2 assists a game. Now, making plays for others is a big part of his game.
Here's Sacramento now. Pass to Ellis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
No good on the second free throw.
It wasn't perfect, but it was enough to give them the lead.
Miller outside. And Miller throws it down hard.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
His 4th personal foul. We'll see how the coaching staff handles this.
And RJ, Malik Monk has evolved into an elite bench threat.
Has always had the game for that role. Letting him be that spark plug guy suits him perfectly. And when he's hot, he is as dangerous as anyone in this league.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Substitution here for Sacramento. Here is Russell. He has yet to score. There's 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. There's the pick. Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Here is Russell. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now, here's Vassell. 7 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Murray. And then Murray with the jam.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Miller outside. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Kings ahead. Up 3 from Portland. We're back in a moment.
48.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And it's the Kings with the ball. 3-point lead. Pass to Sabonis. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
Yeah, I like that he's not taking any chances there. Sabonis goes up strong with the finish.
Now, here is Miller. Rebound by Murray. In the corner, it's Monk. From outside, off the mark. Here's Sabonis. That one falls. Sabonis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Kings.
You have to know where Sabonis is. Really box him out. He's so good on the offensive glass.
Miller outside. Driving to the basket. And it's Miller with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
To the inside. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Sacramento making a switch here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Guys, over the break, Chauncey Billups had some advice for his team. They were asking the team to play faster, push the ball. Coach told their players, hey, look, in this league, fast break points are the easiest. We need more of them. Can't argue with that. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Here's DeRozan. Ball's knocked loose.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Outside, White. Pass to Thibault. 6 to shoot. Here is Watson. Launches a 3. They get it again. Out to Miller. To the middle. Here's Klingon. Pass to White. And Watson has it in the corner. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's White. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
Man, I'm telling you, every time Zach Levine takes flight, we need this man back in the dunk contest quickly.
There's a good screen. And here's Miller outside.
I'm going to say he hasn't found the same success here in the second half compared to what we saw from him in the first.
DeRozan's shot is off.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Inside. Out to Miller. From deep three-point territory. Rebound by the Kings.
That is not the shot they needed there. You got to work it around and get a better look.
Kicks it out to Ellis. And stolen by Thibault. Wide open look here for Klingon. Good. And Miller gets the assist.
And for regular scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
From deep. They get it again. It's Miller on the wing. Goes back up. Poked away. 4 on the clock. On the mark with the 15-footer. That's 29 points from Brandon Miller.
Already, Miller showing he has... no problem in the big moments. How about the gut from that young man?
Timeout, Sacramento. Left here in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's foul number 2 for him. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Levine. And there it is for him. Levine's got 4 points in the quarter.
Answering the call. Zach Levine, he wants the ball late. He wants to be the go-to guy.
Pass to Miller. From deep three-point land. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver. Got it! Levine is taking it upon himself to be the man in crucial moments. He's that kind of clutch player.
Miller outside. Pass to Dunn. Back to Miller. Monk with the double team. 5 to shoot. And here's Miller to tie it up. No good from three-point territory. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Taking 2 shots.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
From past the arc, hands the 3. 5 seconds left in the fourth.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Now a timeout called by Portland. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
Let's hear it from the dancer.
There's Miller with the 3. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Well, folks, that...
Bikes, mini skirts, tables. Who got big 6? Where I'm from, we do concrete backflips. Flip flop, flip flop, flip flop back. Through the ghettos where I bring hip hop back. Real love me, they tell me the only speak for wayside of Central Bookings. County up north, said I should have it if Scarface passed the torch. That's how they feel, Jack. Look, this more than rap. This that project haircut in a cul-de-sac. This is where Jose meet your quota whenever I put a quote on the track. Keeping it ain't nothing. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing out puppet. I got the whole block bumping. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing down puppet.
From Compton to Baltimore, I'ma kill it. I buy a Morgan the minute. The public house, the plastic couch of a Section 8 tenant. The Regal window is tinted. The air conditioner broke, but I'm cool enough to ensure you my ride is an Eskimo, huh? And I peel off in the midst of getting my thrills off, and I thrive off energy from inner cities that we lost, huh? I'm putting the ghetto on top of my back, and I live in the back of the jungle. Lions, tigers, bears, oh my. Hear the siren, walk up. Engines on back of scooters, the real can recognize real, and we need to know just who you are. You are in the presence of many presents. Kendrick, the gift for the future, or yeah, I said it. Good kid, mad city, mad respect, representing the hub, right.
Keeping it ain't nothing. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing down puppet. I got the whole block bumping. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing down puppet. The homegirls tell me I'm so they can buy them some outfits. I buy their sons a pack of Pampers, some new Jordans. Give them the game, school them on what's really important. That's how I was raised. Had me 13, fresh off the porch. But I'm wiser now, showing my young. There's other ways to get them dollars and funds. Coming down in an old school, so cool. Whip like a fireball, call it go cool. You don't know the tribulations that we go through. Put your ears to the speakers, I'ma show you. I paint a picture so perfect. Hit my CD, you see Mona Lisa in person. Courtesy of 100 beat. Got my the essays in arm reach. One way. Ain't nothing. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing out public. I got the whole block up. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing out public.
I used to think about immature things. You know, like, do you love me? Do you want me? Are you gonna call me like you said you would? Is this really your real phone number?
Some of y'all go get washed, some of y'all just go pop, some of y'all just go talk, but none of y'all ain't really God. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'll be at peace if it weren't for you.
Yeah, yeah, only want your love if it's solid.
But if it's me, then you, and that's the way I like it.
That's the way I like it.
And that's the way I like it.
Ain't cooking a smile for none of these.
That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30.
Chat, should they fold that no yoga mat? Chat, should they no hit me back? Chat, should I no questions asked? Chat, they chatting, they chat. When the sun go down, everything made me feel lonely. Hello, sad thing, but right now it's just a home. Try to feel good, it's hard enough, don't wanna hold me. Hype me up, you give me hype, you my favorite coach, compress the line. Dress up, that's my only vice. When he tell me if I'm feeling fine, I run it up, risk it all, like I'm taking it all, it's my second life. That's me, passed out in the Maybach seat, cash out on the backstand beach. Already know my body, already know that's me. He might get all I want to love if it's out there.
Some of y'all go get washed, some of y'all just go pop, some of y'all just go talk, but none of y'all ain't really God. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'd be at peace if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, yeah, only want your love if it's solid.
But if it's me, then you, and that's the way I like it. Everything been okay. They salute me so much every time I show up. Her about face, everything no cut. Y'all up, I'm really gonna trip out, babe. Load of heady 7 guts while you waiting on nuts. Tell them I was on PCH. You with that's thinking they cuter than you. Oh, say you on your cycle, but he on this too. Oh, the tables been turning so much I was thinking it's foosball. The tenderness of them mistaking them for some wacko. Oh, walk, talk like Kenny, like Boss, like Solana. I promise, more buzz. There's a waltz, there's a crater or a spaceship. Get lost, no favors. I wager whatever you worth. I bought something about a conservative regular girl that still can thorough as don't need your psychic as can reach a zodiac sign. It must be a Gemini moon, cause we about to go half. Mistakenly, nobody been in a bag, but how many bodies done? Some of y'all go get washed, some of y'all just go pop, some of y'all just go talk, but none of y'all ain't really God. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'd be at peace if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, yeah, only want your love if it's solid.
But if it's me, then you, and that's the way I like it.
That's the way I like it.
That's the way I like it.
Ain't cooking a smile for none of these.
That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30.
Chat. Should they fold that no yoga mat? Chat. No strings attached. Chat. Should be no questions asked. Chat. They chat. They chat. They chat. Chat.
Do I let them bump his gums or get him?
Chat.
Do I take his and wear it for fashion?
Chat.
Do I do my stuff and take it to the max?
Chat. They chat. They chat. They chat.
How about that Rory looking like Magnum P.I. Sipping the jasmine tea. Don't play with me. You know it's good. 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 Yeah. You know it's good. I know it's good.
40 G's for some furniture I keep outside. Stop by the shade store, then I clean my ride. Take the off the seat, you know they. I never posted this one, so they don't know it's my whip. I'm all on FaceTime with it. I'm kinda love how the tongue gets so appealing. And you heartbroke, contemplating about. I free that. Bounce back with 6. 2017, I was spending that on rims. And you ain't gotta like me, it's some that will. You can talk on YouTube, but I'm making these meals. My crib's so ducked off, I can bike when I feel. And I really be sparing you. Pull up in that 992 and yo, know what's going on. Ask that. You know it's good. 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 40 G's for some furniture I keep outside. Stop by the shade store, then I clean my ride. Take the off the seat, you know they never posted this one, so they don't know it's my whip.
My car, what my you know I'm flying so I can eat, carrying on in long to see this. Said she was hard, ain't it? What I feed, I'm on the block, I'm trying to get. Yeah, you know I'ma keep I be out here. They be cutting lights off. We gon' pull up creep. We got 4 deep in the photo Jeep. My way is hilly on the seat. My I felt like the rain with the heat. Made him do the run them and we said something right there at his feet. Yeah, you're sweet. Cut out the road, dress somebody, pull up to me. Let's play. You go first, you or me. You or me. Let's play. First, you or me. You or me. Let's play. Yeah, me. Yeah, I've been fighting my demons, huh? I've been fighting my, I've been fighting my demons, huh? I've been fighting my, I've been fighting my demons, huh? I've been fighting my, I've been fighting my demons, huh? I've been fighting my, I've been fighting my demons, huh? I've been fighting my, I've been fighting my demons, huh? I've been fighting my, I've been fighting my demons, huh? I've been fighting my, I've been fighting my demons, huh?
And this be from Cash, not from YouTube.
Let's go. Just got home with my little baby, it just hit 1 o'clock. Bad girl when I'm with you, and I just can't stop. Always on point for me, always on point for me when I'm not. You make me feel good while I'm working these shots. Okay, let's do it. Rockin', baby, ain't no stopping, baby. Okay, let's do it. I'm his favorite, I'm his favorite lady. Like, I got that so good, that make him crazy. Yeah, I wanna give you love, don't act crazy. Want you to be the one, to give me my baby. Want you to be the one, to give me my baby. Okay, let's do it. My ex wanna, but I'm off that. You wanna, but I'm off that. It's time to move on and get a new. Just got home with my little baby, it just hit 1 o'clock. Bad girl when I'm with you, and I just can't stop. Always on point for me, always on point for me when I'm not. You make me feel good while I'm working these shots. Okay, let's do it. Rockin', baby, ain't no stopping, baby. Okay, let's do it. I'm his favorite, I'm his favorite lady.
I ain't really got time for you, but I always find a slot. Left the stool 4 a.m., now I want you in my spot. You always on point for me, always on point for me when I'm not. Anybody try to play with you, ain't ducking me. Rock with me, baby, ain't no one stopping us, baby. Okay, let's do it. You my favorite. Okay, let's do it. My ex wanna, but I'm off that. Used to pay your rent, but I ain't giving it. It's time to move on and make it my chick, we getting rich. Both our exes broken, we getting rich,
Just got home with my little baby, it just hit 1 o'clock. Bad girl when I'm with you, and I just can't stop. Always on point for me, always on point for me when I'm not. You make me feel good while I'm working these shots. Okay, let's do it. Rockin', baby, ain't no stopping, baby. Okay, let's do it. I'm his favorite, I'm his favorite lady. I'm his favorite, I'm his favorite lady. I'm his favorite, I'm his favorite lady. Want you to be you, give me my baby. Want you to be you, give me my baby.
I'm Brian Anderson. Here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sideline, we've got Allie LaForce. And it's the Kings to start out. Stolen by Vassell. White looking it over. These teams like to get into the half-court stand. They like to play at their pace.
Yeah, and there's not many teams like that anymore. But it's all about the details and execution for these teams to maximize their possessions.
Now here's Miller. Fires the three. Nails it from three.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Pass to Murray. Stolen by Vassell. Here's Miller. Drives to the hoop. From deep. Knocks it down from distance. Miller's got 6.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I caught up with the head coach of the Kings for a moment. I asked which end of the floor Robert Williams was scarier on. And coach said, I'm definitely afraid of him as a defender. I told my guys to be very careful when going up against him. Stick with it. Try to draw the fouls off him as much as you can. So the plan is to turn Williams' aggressive defense against him if possible, BA.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Tough move by Miller, having to absorb the foul while taking his shot.
Miller hits them both. Well, Stanley was a 5-time All-Star. Chauncey Billups, just 1 year as an assistant before becoming a head coach.
Yeah, but Brian, Chauncey Billups was a guy that even when he was a player and then as a broadcaster, always fought like a head coach.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
Shot clock at 3. They get the rebound. Outside White. Tries again. Blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession. 4 on the clock. Miller with it. He's picked up by Levine. 3 on 3. Poke loose. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
High percentage territory for Levine.
Trailblazers lead by 4. Out of bounds. It'll be Kings ball.
Blazer substitution. Number 8.
And it's Sacramento's ball. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
Well, that was impressive. There are only a few players in the league who can pull that out.
Miller outside. To the inside. Klingon. Back to Miller. Outside White. Outside Watson. Launches a 3. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Trailing by 2. Well, Coach, there's an interesting story about Watson's draft experience.
Yeah, the story is, Brian, that the Nuggets were willing to trade to move up to get him. That's how much they thought of him. They weren't able to do that, but they were able to get him with the final pick of the first round anyway.
This goes to show you how important scouting is.
And luck.
And that one falls for Carter. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. That one drops. He ties it up. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Watson. Miller with it. And Sabonis picks him up defensively.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's Carter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Kispert. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 5. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Superb focus on that basket. Williams not letting the contact throw him off.
DeRozan outside. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
And Stan, over his long NBA career, DeMar DeRozan honing in his game.
Yeah, Brian, and he's patterned it after his idol, Kobe Bryant. He's also an excellent shot creator. His development as a passer has helped make him a very productive offensive focal point.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Russell.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
First person foul. 13.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Here's Thibault. Missed inside. Here's Sacramento now. They're on a 12-4 run. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Outside Russell. Kispert outside. Pass to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis. The Kings leading. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Back to DeRozan. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And here are the Trailblazers now. Outside Thibault. Here's Kamari. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Sacramento on top. They lead. Man, some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, they keep finding ways to get to the free throw line. The defense is being overly aggressive, and they're baiting them into fouls.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Look, he's an ideal modern wing. Levine has tremendous athleticism, length, a great three-point shot. He's been productive for years.
The life of an NBA head coach, Stan, is not easy. You've lived it. What's the toughest part of the job? Don't say dealing with the media.
Well, no, it's not. Brian, I think people would easily say it's the time spent away from home, and it's also the losing, quite honestly. But I think what my family had the hardest time with was how consumed I was as a coach during the season. So even when I was home, all I was doing was thinking about basketball.
And how many losses have you endured as a broadcaster, Coach?
0. Undefeated, Brian. Undefeated.
I like it. In old school 5, Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
Pass to Miller. Down low. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Who poked away. Thibault with it. Checked by Murray. And it's the Trailblazers on the break.
White is just so fast. Once he leaks out in the open floor, he's tough to keep pace with.
Vassell with the rebound. Portland trailing here. And Valanciunas over to help. And he dunks it down.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Misses the wing 3. On offense, here are the Kings. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, not backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks. Timeout called. Sacramento. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Outside Monk. Driving to the basket. Tipped. They retain possession. Here's Levine. Portland with a rebound.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, BA. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level. That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
Second personal foul. Third team. Trailblazers.
That free throw misses.
Devin Vassell. Second personal foul. Third team.
And the second free throw is good. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. White for 3. Portland, no good that time either. And here are the Kings now. They've only given up 6. Here in this quarter.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for 1.
Blazers trail by 3. Russell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Thibault. Here's Kamari. Over to the left wing. Russell into the lane. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. And it's good on the layup. Russell's got his first points in this one.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Here's Levine. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Thibault. Outside Russell. Driving in. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so Monk will bring it up for the Kings. They trail by 1. Here's Sabonis. Williams grabs the board.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Russell with the ball. Minute 32 left in the first half. Thibault on the wing. Knocks down the triple. And now a 4-point Portland lead.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Timeout call.
Timeout.
Sacramento.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
.14 left to play in the first half of basketball. Sabonis outside. Shot clock at 6. They need this. Connects from downtown. Sabonis has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Williams. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Yeah, Williams is a selective shooter, but when he gets it inside like this, he looks to capitalize.
Murray. Some solid defense from Williams.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
They get it back. And it's Sacramento's ball. Sabonis outside. Here's the 3. Portland with a rebound. Outside Russell. And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul of the game. 17 seconds left to play in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Williams. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. And it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
A reliable distributor. Russell will find ways to set his guys up.
DeRozan with the power move.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Portland ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Outside Russell. Pass to Kamari. Monk with a steal. Now here's DeRozan. Covered by Thibault. And it's DeRozan missing.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Sabonis outside. They kick it out to Murray. Stolen by Russell. And they're pushing it up. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
And here's Sabonis outside. Kispert grabs a miss. Trailblazers lead by 5. Right side, Russell. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Again, the miss by the Kings.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
The shot by Russell, no good. Kings trail by 8. And that one is stuffed right through.
And setting the table for his guys. Sabonis is such a shrewd and cunning distributor.
Got a piece of it. Here's Monk. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Both teams will make substitutions. Timeout called, the Kings. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
If you see yourself up on that big screen, then you know what to do. Show us those dance moves, come on. Somebody doesn't have rhythm.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Some love for your Sacramento Kings Breakers.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Drops in the three.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Carter. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Trailblazers lead by 7. Now here's Miller. He's got 11.
First personal foul. Second team foul. In for your Kings.
Kings on D.
Number 11.
Here's Miller. Oh, and Levine with a block.
How about that swat from Levine? He's got incredible leaping ability.
Carter can't get it to go. Miller on the wing. Offensive board. Outside Watson. Back to Miller. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the three. Again, the miss by Portland.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
The offensive rebound. Outside for Levine. Back to Sabonis. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, this is Sabonis in his zone. He makes scoring in the paint seem almost effortless.
And Sacramento making a change here. Miller outside. Beyond the arc. To the wing, right side. Here's Watson. Vassell outside. Pass to White. Miller outside. Right side Watson. Lets the three fly. Rebound by Sacramento. Outside Murray. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. It's deflected.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
There's the triple. Vassell's shot is good. Vassell's gotten himself on the board with a three there. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
You gotta respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active and making things happen.
And here's White. This one for three. Pure from three-point range. White's got 7 points in the game.
A smooth three-point shot from White, who just had to hit them right back.
Carter, good.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Portland. 6-point game. Pass to Watson. Puts up a three. The rebound by Carter. Here's Ellis. He's guarded by White. Here's Murray. No good. Excellent defense there from Watson. Trailblazers lead by 6. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Miller can't get it to go.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Attention everyone. Now coming on to the hardwood is your Sacramento Kings.
Sacramento calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
White for three. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Portland leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter.
The Trailblazers, 43.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Kings trail by 6. Now DeRozan. Inside. Thibault with a steal. To the inside. Pass to Kamari. And here's Kispert. Launches it from deep. Valanciunas with a rebound.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And it's Monk missing. Trailblazers lead by 6. Right side White. Knocked away. Stolen by Valanciunas. 1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. Goes back up. Portland with a rebound. Pass to Williams. To the middle. Thibault on the wing. Outside White. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. DeMar DeRozan picks one up.
Well, White can attack fast, and the defense was unprepared to contest him cleanly.
The Kings making a switch here. Well, Stan, you talk about a late bloomer. Kobe White has shown that he might be just that.
Well, Brian, everything has come together for him. He's improved on defense. He's improved his decision-making. He got that second contract and a bigger role, and he is playing great.
They might have the best hair in the NBA. Kispert outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the 4th. That shot, no good. Portland leading by 8. White for 3. Another 3 for Portland.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Carter with it. Now guarded by White. The 3 from Valanciunas. Williams grabs the board.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. Pass to Valanciunas.
Portland foul. Camaro. Second personal foul. First team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Ellis. Carter on the wing. And another miss by Sacramento. Tipped away. Stolen by Carter. And here's the fast break. Ooh, Williams with the block.
Well, this is the kind of defender Williams is. Aggressive and ready to go after blocks.
To the right side. Pass to Thibault. Now here's Kispert. Takes a three. Again, the miss by Portland.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's Levine for three. And it's Portland with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
White for three. That one no good.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
White for three. And his fifth make of the game in 12 attempts. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got two young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren. Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A minute 29 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Sabonis, right side. Oh, missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Takes the three. Sinks the tray. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Trailblazers.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just two tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Donovan Clingan.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2, number 7.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's the Trailblazers' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Miller, right side. There's the three. The putback. Here's Clingan. Three-pointer. And Miller good for three. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Oh, ripped away. Fires away from way outside. So it's the Trailblazers winning.
If you plan on heavy stepping, girl, you better start shape. Peter Piper, call me Mrs. Parlay, and I'm carrying these. Why you say I do that when I didn't do that? Pull up looking like a lick, then I sped off in the Benz. Victoria. We on just do it. Get the fuck out my way. 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 Get the whip like Bentley truck. Keep starting. Make a dap and duck. Make a dap and duck. Make a hokey poke. Line these up and make them do the dosey-do. I got the two-tone. I feel like Thanos in this. I'm too. I be like, then I'm gone. I be like, then I'm gone. Then the drone. Leave me alone. I be on these minds in they head just like a comb. I'm too grown. I'm too on. I'm too rich and I'm too. What the f is you on? Get the f out my home. Get the f out my way. 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 Move, Graham, I go ham, swap me up a man talking on Instagram. See me, it starts to settle in. In my fashion Timberlands. Got my instant crazy city waiting, yellow polka top. Wanna pay me, you can't pay me. Give me the heebie-jeebies, give me the. You know what to do when you see me. Seriously. Get the fuck out my way. Get the fuck out my way. Get the fuck out my way. Get the fuck out my way.
It's about time that I put in my time and I got myself rich and I took a couple lines and I made them the hit. She know my sound, but she don't wanna dip unless it's skinny. She gon' I be it like Jenny, go around not many. Spit it like Finny, I'ma break it all down. Level the pace, but I'ma be up on my plane without shaming. I'm bringing the rockets, the rovers, I'm for you puppies, so that is not to hear the audible trumpets proceed in my entry. 2 century, what you think we came down here friendly? I can see all the green and the envy. It's fake love, that's enough. Riding my coattails and my come my cap of the greater. They stolen the greater for anything at all the atoms are crossed. Translated, I managed to lose some of my baggage. Them bandits can have it. They gon' get red-handed. Third eye in the bird's eye, they will learn why they can never me. Us a runner, get a turbine, survive. You will survive when she earn my time and now stick a she can put my head. Get back on the tarmac, Carfax. Back to the top. If you wanna fight me, know it's gonna be a melee. Follow my lead and leave yourself. Don't free yourself, don't see yourself. I'm really gonna take it to your real yourself. Shawty wanna go and get up under my skin, no way, nowhere. Scarlet letter on the back with a can, but I don't really notice cause I'm like I came from Batman. Get a head down like I'm playing backgammon. Never get like I'm never can't stand number one shit like a shake, dancing fake pumps. A1 take none, rape, Ray Charles can't stone. Miss me with that cause I'm all of the patience. I got money on my mind. Nothing is forever. 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 Nothing is forever.
I watch the moon all the time thinking about you.
I watched the moon tonight and it was red. I wanna live together. can change. Remind myself to not complain. But our love is not the same. But our love is not the same. Our feelings change like seasons. You tell me that you leave on. You go right now, then I ain't breathe on. She's on my mind all the time. I must be blind, I can't even read the signs. She said stop crying and get used to the trying. Not the same, but our love is not the same. Our feelings change like seasons. You tell me that you leave on. You go right now, then I ain't. Lost myself and then I made my bedroom. Sitting back thinking got too much headroom. Thinking about my relationships that didn't even last. What I didn't get out of them, I swear that I'm trying to get it up about you. You let me go and now I feel so light blue. I'm by myself and I'm just staring at the red moon. I'm by myself and I'm just staring at the red moon. The red, but our love is not the same. Our feelings change like seasons. You tell me that you leave on. You go right now, then I ain't not the same. But our love is not the same.